Now, he looks a little bit different now. But when I first started going after the speaking dream, Elijah was always there. He saw me working out of garages, walking with the heat. He saw me in the phone call, so he'd imitate what I would do. So when I got the phone call, and he knew we went through the whole process about it, when we got the phone call, he goes, Dad, because their thing was always to drive Dad to the airport, drop Dad off, and go. So his first comment was, do I get to go? And I go, yes, you get to go. Now, let me explain, because some people have worked with my son before. My son is on the autism spectrum. Now, he's highly functioning, but he needs to know everything. He pretty much has like a photographic memory, but he needs to know every detail. He needs to know the sequence, what's going on. So he's asking me, Dad, what's your flight to Texas? When do you get back? Who are you speaking to? He needs to know the details. So for this event, he starts to go. He's like, hey, Dad, do I get to go? I'm like, yeah. Then he goes, he sees me. He's like, do I have to get dressed up? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I don't have a suit. I'm like, okay, well, let's go look for a suit. So we went out shopping for a suit. So he found his suit. And I said, this kid knows everything about Mom and Dad. And like, he listens up in the stairs and like, he goes, hey, Dad. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I've got a gray suit. So do you. Oh, okay. Then he goes, hey, Dad. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I've got a pink shirt. So do you. Okay. And then he goes, our friend, F.R.E.S.H, owns a clothing business where they make bow ties, and they'll make matching father-son sets. So he calls up F.R.E.S.H to ask if we get the bow tie. Now for me, I'm always wearing green on stage because green is the color of growth and action. I want people to grow and I want people to take action. But the other part of me is being a dad and a husband. And my son asked, can you dress like me? So when we're at this conference, we have the celebrations about to happen, and I've been sitting there dressed down. And my wife is sitting next to me, and I go, hey, Kelly, I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to go back and change in the room. And she goes, let's not be that person you talk about during your speeches, that person who actually douses people's mental fire and their ambition. We need to ignite it and fire it up. So I'm like, okay. So we ran out of the room, and we go back to the hotel room. And I get changed. And I got my twin with me. And we're walking down the hall, and he's holding my mom's hand because my mom is there. And he looks up at me, and he goes, Dad. I'm like, yeah. They're going to think we're before and after. And then we took this picture backstage after the ceremony. And this picture is now being used for marketing to say, hey, you know what? It's not just about you going for the certification and about you. It's also the people that you impact. So for all of you on a piece of paper right now, whose lives are you impacting? Who are you serving? Because the thing that drives us every day is when we can see a face or a name or a story, that allows us to further drive through what we want to go and do. That allows us to put in the work to cook things up. Because earlier I shared this little screen with you here that talked about, oops, get it going? Living fresh. And with that word right now, everybody, live fresh, or that comment, that was the recipe. Focused, resourceful, enthusiastic, strong, and honest. What I'm asking you to do, to live it. Don't think about it, don't talk about it. Is that a positive term or a negative term? Positive, right? I mean, you can think of something right now that's positive when you think about it. So for me, the positive was, boom, I get to impact my kid's life. But for all of you right now, my question is, close your eyes, if you trust me, and I want you to think of something fresh that you could be doing within your life or your business. And I bet you it's going to make you smile. I see some smiles in the room. I also found out there's some people with their eyes open, they don't trust me, so go ahead and open your eyes. But that's thinking it. But I said earlier, we don't cook up results by just thinking about it. If we think about what we're hungry for, does it magically appear in front of us? No. So then you got Disney to go, when you wish upon a star, the dream comes. So they're saying if you just talk about it and wish about it, it happens. So thinking about that thing that's fresh in your mind that made you smile, on a count of 3, I want you to say the word fresh, but thinking about that thing that's in your head. So 1, 2, 3.
Fresh.
I see some bigger smiles now. Now I've spoken it. It's going to happen. Is it going to happen? No, because we got to put work in. But I want to know right now, what were some of you, what were you thinking about? Help give me some energy right now. What are you thinking about when we say fresh? Anybody?
Nonprofit.
Okay. Having a nonprofit. Okay, that's fresh. Anyone else? You can say coffee or croissants. That's fine. Anyone else? When we say something fresh.
Creating my collective.
Creating your collective. collective of services. So we're going to have a whole package. We're going to have a built-out menu. Yes, not just one entree, a menu, right?
Multiple providers.
Multiple providers. Anyone else? I'm loving this. In the back, you've been smiling the whole time. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, what are you thinking about?
I am thinking about ways to hire people.
Okay, so for her, F.R.E.S.H is hiring people. What type of people do you want?
Therapists.
Therapist, but what type of therapist?
Good.
There we go. See, I got to get you hungry. We don't want bad therapists. We want good therapists, correct? But as I keep sharing, everybody, your brain only understands actions. The brain is fully activated or formed based off of touch or experience. So if we think about it or talk about it, we're not going to get the results that we want. We have to live it. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do, because some of you just had these handed out to you. Because some of you, when you saw this big spatula, you're like, I want a spatula. So all of you have just gotten your spatula. So everybody, please hold those spatulas up for me right now. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to make that mental commitment right now. So we got our spatulas. We got this fresh thing in our head that we're going to cook up, right? And it's one thing to think about it. It's one thing to talk about it. But I need all of you to live it. So here's how we're going to live it. And don't smack people, please. On the count of 3, I'm going to ask all of you, thinking about that fresh thing that you want to cook up in your life, I want to ask you to say the word fresh. And you go, fresh, for as long as possible. Now, I'm going to put some skin in the game. Everything we've been talking about today, I have a book, it's called Fresh from the Kitchen. 44 tasty techniques to cook up the results that you hunger for in your career. The person who can do fresh the longest without dying, you must be alive to win, will get that book. Now, I understand some of the people that you work with, so I've got to actually talk about this right now because I know the pains my son puts through his speech therapist, because I can let you know this. When he needed speech therapy, I actually reached out to this association and they gave me a list. So even though I'm serving you, the association is serving me too. They gave us a list of people in the Phoenix area who could help out my son. So I understand the work that you do, but I also understand the people you work with. So when we do the whole fresh piece, I got to give you 3 things to let you know. Number 1, you have to say fresh. We have to hear you, so police each other. Anybody tries to make this into choir practice? That doesn't count. There's going to be some people who go, that doesn't count either. And then number 3, where are my highly competitive people? Hands up. I got to let you know this right now. As of February 28th, 2022, I am no longer CPR certified. So if you start turning AAPP, SPA colors, please let it go. We will find a way to get you a prize. So what we're going to do is, we're going to see who can go the longest with saying the word fresh. So the idea is you're going to hold your spatula high in the air, and when I say go, you're going to go fresh. The person who goes the longest, as you start to lose it, then the spatula comes down. But keep that spatula up as long as possible, and our person who goes the longest will win. For some people who got their cameras out right now because your friends are next to you, you know you're not going to win, but you just want to blackmail them, you can go ahead and do that too. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, fresh. Jesse. She just got after. I'm like, I know she's. So you couldn't see it, Jesse, up here. What's your name? Sorry,
Allison.
Allison was like. She was hanging on and like. So let me go ahead and give this back to Jesse. So everybody, big round of applause for Jesse. Now, make sure I sign that for you, okay? Now I gotta say 2 things. Number 1, Jesse, I apologize. I had a couple of misprints in the closet, and I had to kind of gift those out, so you got one of those if you see a typo. But I will get that signed for you. Number 2 is, that was a visual learning